outside clothes on.
Realistically, socks in the bed.
I mean, they might not be very clean. I mean, just saying.
Anybody that only has one socks needs to read life.
My socks get one run when I get home from work. Shoes come up, socks go in the hamper. These socks are fresh.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't put.
That's what you're saying. Sleeping in
fresh.
fresh socks. Sleeping in fresh socks is fine.
Well, fresh socks. So yeah.
Life lessons for y'all, everybody. Welcome back to Culture Junkies Live. I am Kenshiro. This is the Great Atakuji. That is GQ. That is
Mega Sean.
and Simon Says actually really is out today this time. But we're going to be talking about Peacemaker and the ending and kind of how people really didn't love it. But, you know, there's a deeper question there. You know, should people have to do homework in order to see other stuff? Because we'll get into other reasons for that. And a bunch of other things. If you are just joining us for the first time today, we are the Culture Junkies. We're just a group of friends. We've been friends for about 20, 30 years, you say, give or take, something like that. We just love hanging out, talking about geek stuff and, you know, responding to you guys out there, whether you're on TikTok, like Picture Man, what's up with you? Or if you're on Twitch, like Marcus A64, or you're on YouTube, like Harrison. So we thank everybody for being with us today. We're going to be, you know, rocking with y'all for the next hour or so. Lock in and let's have a really good time. So go ahead.
Before you start, just to because now I got some questions. You're on the airplane. Airplane lands. You come home. Do you shower before you know, like after you get off the plane? You know, you put your suitcase aside.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hop in the shower and then put on fresh clothes after being on that plane for however long? The fact that you're thinking about it lets me know all I need to know.
First of all, so before I even get to the airport, especially if it's like early morning flight, I probably have washed up or showered already.
I'm not leaving.
So if you're even when I'm leaving, I take a shower every day, right? So when I'm gonna get on that plane for a couple of hours and I get off and then get back home, typically no, I'm not doing that.
Psychopath.
What? How is that psychopathic?
What's your take?
I take all my clothes off when I come home from outside anyway. After work, I come home.
So you walk around the house butt ass naked?
I feel like it. Nobody else is here because, like, shit. But that's not what I'm saying. When I come home from work, all the clothes I had on go in the hamper, and I wash my ass. Ass gets washed daily.
So obviously, if you're doing that coming from work,
yeah,
when you get off of a plane, same routine.
Pretty much. If I remember, I can't remember last time I was on a plane.
Yo, we got to get you on the plane.
We got to go somewhere.
Yeah, you got to get you on the plane.
Again, there was a Astor, Kenneth Copeland. Now, I don't agree with what he said. However, the unwashed masses is a real thing. And damn it, if I'm sitting on a plane that's been God knows where all over the country, God knows who's sitting in my seat before I was, they clean the plane.
We know where the unwashed masses are. They're usually at the comic conventions.
It's not even about comic conventions. I go to Vegas often. I go to L.A. often. It's like you'll be, and I'm going to New York next month. There are all sorts of possibilities of what could be in that seat when you're sitting in it.
Okay,
and you're bringing it home.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely. To his point, shower as soon as you get home. Damn it, if I'm on one of the premium flight clubs, sometimes I shower at the airport.
Oh,
because I got my clothes with me.
You are a man well traveled, I see.
That's what I'm saying. So
Marcus A64 is like, how did this topic come up? I mean, well, Megashawn just had it was on his mind. This is a perfect icebreaker question.
We were talking about socks. And if we wear clean or dirty socks in the bed, and then GQ said, if I come home and take off the socks I had on and then put on clean socks, those socks are then good to go. So then I just had to ask, because for me, as soon as I'm home from the airport, gotta take a shower, gotta put on fresh clothes. Matter of fact, regardless of how many showers I've taken before I leave, I don't sit on my bed at the hotel in the clothes that I've worn on that same plane either. So now I might go out into a restaurant. I might have a good time. But before I sit on the bed, I have to have showered as well.
This is so fascinating.
Being clean?
Right? This is just so fascinating. Like, because almost okay for some people, it maybe I'm just the weird one. Maybe I'm the psychopath.
Well.
Clearly, you always thought GQ was the psychopath, but maybe it's me.
No.
Maybe it's me.
I don't have to think for him. I know where his psychopath ends.
Oh, okay. That's
now
where it is.
Now
Okay.
I'm learning where yours begins.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay?
Gotcha. Yeah, because man, I don't know if anybody else out there feels like I do. Like, okay, I take a shower. I never think about the germs in the seated airplane. Like, honestly, that's just me. But you saying like you would go to the restaurant where you know there probably clearly are more germs and whatever, instead of just taking it to the hotel, taking a shower, and then going out.
Because I'm not sleeping at the restaurant. So, I've got on these contaminated clothes in other contaminated places. But at the hotel, in theory, I'm trusting them to have done their job. Now, depending on who you travel with, as long as you have the right person with you, they come out and they busting out Lysol and, not Windex,
yeah.
but they got
I've
the wipes in there and they making sure that the room is cleaner than the maid service.
You certainly can't trust every hotel that you go to because
you can't.
No, you can't.
You just can't.
No.
It's to me like my routine in Vegas, like or even California, for example, is I always take early flights because I like having as much of my vacation time as possible. I will fly back late, but I will always fly out first flight that's available. Chrissy Lena, there you go. I'm not sitting on the bed in outside clothes. Absolutely.
Like I said, I don't sit in my bed and outside.
No, but see,
She says in a bed. Period.
No, but to her point, you're going to be sleeping in that bed for X number of days at the hotel. So it's like, and like he said, they don't always change the sheets the way they're supposed to. They don't always do everything they're supposed to do. My routine normally when I get there is I'm shopping from the second I hit the airport and land, I get my rental car, I'm going to shop. I don't even go to the hotel because I'm always there so early. It's like you can't check in until
what you want to get.
Oh, dude, I shop for collectibles, hot toys.
Okay,
and all
okay.
that.
Just your general shopping.
Yeah, as soon as I land,
Gotcha.
shopping is where I'm doing, and I go, like I said, go get something to eat. Then when I get to the hotel, change out of that stuff because it's like, okay, you've carried all those germs the whole time.
Right.
I'm not laying in them.
That makes more sense.
Now, when do you still have your standing bunny ranch appointment?
Wow. Wow.
You're gonna have to give me that phone number or
I
something.
feel,
man. Hey, get out
I
to the
feel
Bunny Ranch.
insulted as to think that I would waste money on the bunny ranch.
Oh, this man don't need the Bunny Ranch. I need the Bunny Ranch. I got it.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I don't know if you need the bunny ranch. Man.
I'm pretty sure I need.
No, I don't think you need the bunny
But
ranch.
the man said he needs the ranch. He needs the ranch.
I don't know if you need the ranch.
With too much information out there, the ranch is an upcharge from what you could do if you just dealt with
Oh
somebody.
yeah, it is a big, it's a
Yeah.
big time upcharge. From,
However, we will keep this back safe for the kiddies. This is going way off.
Yeah,
this
we're
is
going way
left.
We going way
what's
left.
up
We're in
to,
Vegas.
what's up to everybody on TikTok? Lori, checking in on TikTok. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Lori.
Chrissy's new, I believe.
Yes, she
so,
is.
Don't let this conversation steer you. We
Oh,
are
no,
going to get into the regular conversation in the Geek Talk soon. However,
Oh man, Mr. Nice Guy is like, damn, I'm a garbage truck. I bring a lot of germs inside. He's a garbage truck driver.
Hey, look,
you know what? More
I
power
wouldn't
to you,
even.
man.
I wouldn't even bring those clothes home.
see, look, the thing is, though I understand everybody's deal with cleanliness, your brain and reality are two separate things. You're not as clean as you think you are, regardless if you shower. You feel fresh. But those germs are going to be on you. And there's two types of germs. You got the good ones that are supposed to be there. They're supposed to help your skin to keep the bad ones away.
Yeah.
If you wash too much or use too much, you can get infections because you don't have the good stuff there as well.
Absolutely.
So some people are so afraid of certain things, like it's going to get you. It's going to be there. You can't escape. Alex said it best. You can't escape. You can't escape.
Street
You
Fighter
just...
3.
So Lynn, we're glad we popped up in your FYP feed. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you come back or hope you hang out with us for the next hour as long as you can. How many of y'all? Okay, so separate issue. Before we jump into the Peacemaker, why does now I remember the icebreaker I was gonna ask y'all. What IPs do you feel, this is related to Tron, because Tron Ares famously has just bombed at the box office this weekend. Jared Leto strikes again, by the way.
I don't think it's just him though.
I mean, it may not be, but that man has a string of hits, failures, whatever. What IPs do you think people that need to die, that companies just keep pushing out on us? If y'all ain't got one,
I definitely. Well, it's not necessarily just IPs. It's just I think it's certain genres because Tron, they brought it back for the second time, didn't do well. Every single time Tron from the first one, all of them apparently they're cult classics for a reason. I mean, they didn't do good in the theater. But Blade Runner is another one.
Yeah,
Blade Runner, as much as you like Blade Runner 1 and maybe the second one, they didn't do well in the theaters. I've said this years and I remember. It's not Star Trek and Star Wars. Science fiction doesn't really do good because people can't. I hate cliches, so most of the time I don't hold on to them. Not escape reality, like
can't suspend their disbelief.
Yes, suspend their disbelief for science fiction because movies like Valerium I thought was good. Ender's Game I thought was good. I like Jupiter's Ascending. People, I'm like, whatever, dude. It's a science fiction. Yeah, what the fuck is this?
Wait, how did
suspend your disbelief?
But how did Dune do though?
Dune did great.
Yeah, but it didn't do good. I don't believe the first time.
Oh, in 1984? No, absolutely.
Did you see that movie?
Absolutely
I'm
not.
talking about
That shit was trash.
But hold on. Time out. I remember watching that Dune when I was a kid with my dad because my dad's a huge science fiction nut, and that's why I watched science fiction back in the day, and I still do. And when I watched the new Dune, which is tremendously better,
so much
100% better, I went back and watched the old one, and I was like, I have a better appreciation for it. Even though a lot of stuff felt, kind of truncated, it still had the feel for the most part, at least for me. But they did it better with the newer ones. But I just my basic observation, science fiction, if it's not horror, most horror movies don't do that good anyway. Most people go see horror movies, but they're not blowing the box office out of the water. But just science fiction in general, if it's not Star Trek and Star Wars, most people just they don't go see science fiction movies.
I think there's something to that for movies. Science fiction usually seems to do better as TV shows because you get more time to flesh it out, build the universe, whatever. Somebody brought up on TikTok. Thank you. Rajay brought up on TikTok. What do you guys feel about the Total Recall?
Which one?
Remember
the remake.
The remake. With
I didn't hate the remake when I first saw it. I just, again, the way my brain works is not like everybody else. I'm not trying to sit there and compare it to the old one. I'm trying to see was I entertained. And it had the same basic plot. Yeah, it was kind of weird that they were on Earth instead of going to Mars. Like, why would they change that? But it was just like, you had the action, you had the mystery of what the heck Douglas Quaid is doing, and I thought it was entertaining. Stargate, okay,
yeah,
Stargate was good, and the TV show did do well as well. I'm not saying all science fiction, mind you,
right?
Of course not.
But
Right.
But there is a lot of science fiction that just don't do well.
Yeah, they keep trying Tron. The one I was going to bring up that I feel like it does numbers, but it's like how many times can you really redo this theme? That's Jurassic Park. It's like
easy.
What?
Easy.
What?
You can't compare Tron to Jurassic Park. We saw the last Jurassic Park. It was enjoyable. We had that conversation. Now, you might have told him the lie that it wasn't enjoyable. The movie was enjoyable. Scarlett Johansson.
I said it was predictable.
Enjoyable. That doesn't mean it's not enjoyable. It's just predictable. I mean, they're dinosaurs. Something's going to get loose. Somebody's going to get bit. Eventually, they're going to make it back. Roll the credits. Yeah. But it's not bad, though. Now, I haven't seen this last Tron movie. But as you mentioned, Jared Leto, for whatever reason, the majority of the projects he picks do not do well. I enjoyed Jeff Bridges. I enjoyed, what's that actor's name from the last Tron? He was in not 300. He was in the Brad Pitt movie.
Spartacus?
Troy. Yeah, he was in Troy. He was like he was Achilles' nephew. No, the guy who was the star of the last. Anyway,
I don't remember, man.
I enjoyed that movie. I enjoyed Jeff Bridges. I enjoyed the action. It had wow. I'm shooting blanks here. The other actress who was in the movie, Olivia Wilde.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, she was in it. Yeah.
I enjoyed her. I enjoyed Jeff Bridges. I enjoyed the main star. Like, I liked that one. I didn't think they needed another one. But also the issue is, if you're gonna make a sequel, don't wait 10 years. Because now that audience is gone.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fair.
Yeah, Sin City ran into that when they did A Dame to Kill For.
Man, did
The first Sin City was perfect. That movie was outright perfect. And then you try to do the second one, and it's like you waited 10 years, and so the audience is gone. Some of the great actors that were in it are gone. So it's just like, okay, this movie is okay, but the first one was just perfect. Unknown 987, hello to you as well. Some people have mentioned Conan. Leave Conan alone.
Wait, what? Are you
Conan.
talking
Conan
about
the Barbarian?
Well, are they doing a new one?
Not necessarily. I think they're just saying just things that need to just leave it alone.
I didn't hate Jason Momoa's Conan either. It was just different.
It just wasn't. I don't think it was great either. I think they also bring up a lot of the sword and sorcery stuff doesn't work because that essentially straight to video Red Sonja that they just did. That was supposed to come out. Yeah, they
recently.
Yeah,
did I miss it?
Yeah,
Did they call it Red Sonja?
It was animated?
no.
Oh, wow.
No.
Who was Red Sonja?
I don't even remember. Someone know.
That's-
Someone know.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's
It's
watch the trailer. You'll be like, yeah, okay.
But
This isn't good.
real quick, Conan the Adventurer. Conan. Oh, man.
Then all of a sudden, in the middle of some Conan, just out of the blue, like what the? It's like no, I was like, I'm paying attention. Stop it.
But the Lord of the Rings movies did well. What is the Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Did well. So to your point, it does do well, but the budget needs to be there, and it has to be something that the person directing it, I feel, really wanted to do. I don't think anybody wanted to do Tron. I think
Clearly
it's just,
somebody did, or
well,
you saying Disney?
Yeah, I
did.
think it's just Disney. They
need to stop
clearly
doing
have the money.
They need to stop doing that.
They got too much money.
Clearly they do.
So
tell them to give something to us.
oh man, listen. So I mean, maybe it's a tax write off. Maybe Captain America and Fantastic Four didn't do bad enough. So now we gotta figure out another way. Right.
Remember, if it's a tax write off, they can't show it.
Right.
That's what happened to Batgirl.
Batgirl. Hey, but so y'all ain't got no other IPs that you think just
You
need
want
to
to go
just die?
away? Is what you're talking about?
Essentially, that keep getting forced on us that they need to just stop.
They
with.
haven't forced one, but one came out recently.
Yeah.
It was a little bit during the COVID, and I'm going to bring this up, and your hearts are going to break. I guarantee it. Matrix. When it came out with
No, I'm okay with that.
No,
I'm just.
Did you watch the?
Oh
new
yeah, I
Matrix
did.
movie?
Oh,
And you were okay with?
No,
the
no,
new
I'm
Matrix
okay
movie?
with it going away.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm okay with it
Because
going away.
The first three were damn. I don't want to use the word perfect.
Pause. First two were good.
I was gonna say damn near because I was gonna, but then I chose not to say the word perfect because there's not a word to describe almost getting there. Almost.
It's called second place.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not quite second place. It was more like
I know what you're saying. I mean, the third one.
I don't want to say that.
The
Anyway.
third one was down here. The other two were up here.
Yeah, pretty much. But the fourth one was like CW.
Yeah.
The fourth one was bad.
Very bad.
I didn't.
Like they could have left that on the concept floor.
yes.
They could have left that alone. Totally.
That one was weird.
Yes, it was. Harrison says he thinks Highlander needs to be one.
Wait, huh? I'm confused.
I-
Time out.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to interrupt. I'm just trying to understand. There hasn't been a Highlander movie in 30 years.
But isn't Henry Cavill?
They're making a new one.
So maybe
but
he's
they're
saying don't.
rebooting it. And we don't know yet.
I want Henry Cavill to do it.
Look,
I do too.
When it comes
I
to
need this.
anything, in my honest opinion, until you are at the end watching those credits, you should say nothing until the end of the credits.
But he asked the question.
But he wanted to go away.
Right. So he's saying
That's
He
why
wants
I said
he wants
time out.
Highlander
I
to
would
go
like
away.
to understand.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah,
wants.
'cause
Yeah, he wants to understand. I need that new Highlander, just like Tobin Naba on TikTok says. Marcus A64 says, "What about Mortal Kombat from a movie standpoint?" No, I'm okay. They just need to do it right.
Kill Cole.
They just need to do it right. Kill Cole.
If they open up with Killing Cole, I'll be glad. I'll be perfect. That movie will be
Yes.
number one right
Victory.
off the bat.
We
Total
need
victory.
in the chat at least 4 #kill Cole.
There we go. On all the platforms. Make a
Right.
trend. Let's go.
Right.
Kill Cole. I'm
Oh,
with it.
goodness. And the worst part is I actually like the guy that plays Cole because he was good in Cobra Kai.
It's Louis Tan, right?
Yeah, he was good in Cobra Kai. It's
He
just
was.
his character in Mortal Kombat was just like, bro, you can get out.
Like we want Scorpion,
I
not
was-
your
I
ass.
know, and you know what I was gonna say, because I don't know if everybody out there has heard it, but had they just not, they could have still had Cole in there. Had he just been the vessel for Scorpion, like he's going through his stuff, he's learning about Mortal Kombat, and bam, Scorpion comes and possesses his body, and then they do the story like normal.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have a problem with Cole, but they tried to make Cole the freaking star of the show, the Liu Kang,
Right.
the Liu Kang.
And then not on top of that, gave him his own set of powers too, which was just like, why?
They gave him plot armor. They had
Literal plot
Yeah,
armor this time.
Yeah, they literally gave him plot armor. They kept having Scorpion remove his mask to talk and then put his mask back on. It's like, bro, just do get over here, do come here, breathe the fire, and end it. Like once you became a Spectre, like as much as I like that actor, it's like, bro, you don't need to. You don't need to talk anymore, man.
A legend. Love.
And I wanted him to be Scorpion since I saw him in Last Samurai.
Yeah.
That's going all the way back there. So that actually coming true was cool.
Yeah.
But that movie, poor execution, man.
G.I. Joe. Should they not do G.I. Joe anymore?
No, now that they're gonna cross over with Transformers, I want to see that.
Okay.
I don't care.
Transformers.
I'm owed that.
Okay.
Not if it takes another 10 years.
Hey,
Exactly.
I'll still be here.
Well, yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Do you
planning-
need him to do AI on Peter Cullen's voice so we keep Optimus being Optimus?
Damn it, he better James Earl Jones himself. No, for real. Like
Yeah.
Peter Cullen
I'm with
is he is the voice of all of our
There's
childhoods.
only two people I want that to happen with: James Earl Jones and Peter Cullen. That is it. Yeah.
Not the
Welker?
Frank Welker.
For Megatron?
No, it's not even about that. How do you AI a guy that does
All
that
those
range?
voices.
Because Peter Cullen, you lock into one thing. James Earl Jones, you lock into one thing. Frank Welker did Scooby-Doo. Freddy. He did just so much
Megatron.
stuff.
Yeah.
Dr. Claw.
Dr. Claw.
Soundwave. It's like, bro.
Soundwave,
It's like,
yeah.
how do you
Yeah.
AI somebody that literally, that's like trying to AI my man from Police Academy. You
Oh, yeah.
can't.
Very difficult.
Yeah, it's like, he can do everything.
Oh my god.
Tobanaba says I need a lot of Marvel IP to end.
No,
So
maybe.
now Tobanaba, you got to name names, and we will judge you based on what you say.
Don't judge nobody.
I'm
It's
just
his
kidding.
opinion.
I'm
He's
just kidding.
coming for the Turtles, too.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
he's coming. He says Teenage Mutant
Hey,
Ninja Turtles needs to stop.
Those last two Turtles movies weren't that good. They were fun to watch, but they weren't
Wait, time out.
good.
All right, I'm sorry
No,
to keep
you good.
timing you out. When
You
you
good.
say the last two, are you talking about the newest animation one? With,
No, I'm talking about the
Ice
live
Cube was
live
in it?
action.
The live action.
Anime-
with Stephen
look,
Amell.
The way I look at it, you can do animation all day long because there's always different ways to approach it. Anime style, if you want, or American animation, or CGI, or whatever. There's a bunch of different ways. I'm really focused on the live action stuff. It's like, okay, either you're gonna really pay attention to the source material and do it justice, or you.
Yeah.
And I'd rather they, try to do as much good live action as possible.
And this is, you got 4 timeouts. You can't apologize for the 5th timeout. Okay? The 5th timeout, there's no apology.
He's run out.
Well, people are saying
You gotta wait till
stuff.
the
I
second
gotta-
half. You gotta wait till the second half.
Yeah, you got to wait,
Wait
at
till the
least
second half.
until after 9:30. You're out of
You gotta wait till
timeouts.
the second half. You're out of timeout, son. Okay. Tobanaba says Ghostbusters also needs to.
This man doesn't like anything. He came
know.
for Marvel, came for Turtles, coming for Ghostbusters.
He isn't Dave, man. Come on.
And again,
he
he can like what he likes, but Ghostbusters Afterlife, dude, that Egon moment. I'm sorry.
Perfect.
I was in the theater like I was like,
He's choking up. Damn these onions.
right, onions, lumping the throat, all
Right,
that. I was
damn
just like,
these
that
onions.
Egon moment was amazing.
That was great.
That was really well
Frozen
done.
Empire, though.
Yeah, Frozen Empire.
Now that's the issue.
Yeah.
When you make a passion project, you get what was the first?
Afterlife.
The first you get Afterlife. Even watching the trailer, and I was like, Frozen Empire. Nobody's going to see this because it doesn't even look good.
Did you read that?
Which one?
The Ghostbusters cartoon.
No.
was great.
I don't need any more Black Widow or Iron Man. This man says.
and that's whatever. It is what it is.
I'd sacrifice a few Marvel films for Blade.
Hey,
Yeah, a lot of people would, man. At this point, a lot of people
a
would.
proper Blade.
A proper Blade.
A proper Blade.
Which, if you heard, I just saw one of the co-stars of Blade that's supposed to be in the movie with Mahershala Ali says it is still coming. I know. Oh, go ahead. Man.
I'm at the point I don't even want Mahershala to do it anymore.
Yeah, somebody young.
I want somebody younger. So if we do get a really good movie, we got more coming.
Because there's going to be another 10 years before the Blade 2.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the death battle?
Oh, Blade versus Buffy?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but please tell me.
We watched it.
Okay.
If you want the spoilers, you probably
I don't
already
care.
know who won.
I don't care.
I will check it out.
Let me guess, the white girl?
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
We gotta watch that. We ready to move on?
Sure.
Okay. Yes, Royal T'Challa, the Ghostbusters cartoon was great. Absolutely. Okay. Thoughts on Predator and Alien? Harrison says,
Well, I mean, Predator's about to do a new movie, like in next month?
I think it's like
November
next
7th?
next week or so, next week or two, right?
Well, I
Started
think it's
in
like
October.
November 7th, I think.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, is it?
17th.
Okay.
But keep them coming.
Yeah. No,
Especially,
honestly, I think they're doing good, especially with Alien now.
and then even now the lore is growing, and they're dropping video games. Apparently, one of the last Alien game was highly rated and very suspenseful.
Mm-hmm.
So keep it coming.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just
I think they're
more
doing good.
Prometheus.
Yeah. No more Prometheus.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I'm not
As
going
long as
to
you're not using the timeout.
I'm not going to use those two words.
We need to get some flags up in here.
Like, I didn't hate Prometheus. And I see, the thing is, when you really dig into Prometheus, I liked what they were doing with it, actually trying to build, a story behind what the heck was going on. Yeah, did it seem like it broke some of the lore? If you think about it too hard, probably, because aliens are just supposed to be this, this entity that's out there that's kind of not really unstoppable, but hard to
kill.
contain,
Yeah.
hard to contain. Yeah, hard to kill. But I liked seeing that stuff grow and how you had because there was different evolutions of it. It wasn't the xenomorphs that we know in the movies. David, I think it was. He was doing all those testing and seeing which ones would do what and what.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that, and I would have liked to have seen where it was going to go. But that's not happening now because it's kind of been a little bit of race with that.
My problem with Prometheus, and we've talked about this before, is
yeah.
And again, the movie's got a movie, but some of the choices of these highly educated scientists.
Can't do it yet.
No, it's just
Did you watch the show Alien Earth?
No, not yet. I need to watch that now that
Because
it's
all I
finished.
gotta say is they're just as dumb.
Just
I
as
don't know.
dumb.
Just as
like
dumb.
I said, I get it because that's how the story happens.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff, Prometheus, you pick up a thing and it hisses at you. Okay, let's
They're
leave.
just as dumb.
Yeah.
In Alien Earth.
Dude, when they found my man outside the ship with his legs over his head, sitting there burned up, maybe he's okay. Let's let him in. I'm like,
Yeah.
I love y'all
Maybe
like
they're not that
brothers.
Yeah.
Damn it, if one of y'all catch one of y'all outside the door with your legs over your head, I'm not letting you in.
Right. It's
that's
over.
it.
It's like I just like
Take off.
sorry.
Right.
So
Well, more than your brothers.
That's like I said, those are my main gripes with Prometheus. There's stuff I liked in Prometheus, except for when the ship was rolling over and she was not zigzagging. She's trying to run for. It's like
Make it.
just go this way. You'll be all right. So
All right.
Harrison's right. Man was impersonating a wheel.
That was
Catch y'all impersonating a wheel outside the door. You are not allowed in
Right.
at all.
Yeah. Timbo was
Boss.
like, Time Boss was like, turn left.
Yeah.
Turn left. Can you do that, please? Anyway, so I don't know if y'all watched. Everybody watched Peacemaker?
Yeah.
Season 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, what'd you think? Season 2.
It had potential.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
You didn't like the acting of John Cena.
I thought he was good.
I think his chops
Yeah.
kind of grew a little
Well,
bit.
no, I mean, I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
But, yeah, no, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I had fun with it. I was a bit taken aback by how far they went with certain stuff in the early episodes. But again, it is what it is. It's M-rated TV, and I was actually talking with Wolverine Solid X about this last week. Because he was a little bit taken back by like, okay, James, hey, you watch Superman, make sure you watch Peacemaker, and he was thinking of it in the sense of you're also telling kids to go watch Peacemaker.
Technically, yeah.
But I also brought up the point, it's like, well, it's the parent's job to parent. And damn it, when you bring up Peacemaker and it says TVMA and all the other stuff,
it's time to click it off.
It might be time to let the kiddies go to bed. You watch it, or watch it and check it out with them not around to see if it's appropriate. Peacemaker just ain't appropriate. I'm sorry.
Like man,
first two episodes.
Can you imagine being the parent that was like, "Hey, son, we're gonna watch Peacemakers. We saw him with Superman. Hey, let's watch this show." And then you get to that one scene in the first episode, you're just like,
again, it's a parent's job to parent.
Yeah,
and
it is.
If you see that TVMA and they're not ready for MA, don't watch it.
100%.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it in the sense of I like the alternate. We got to turn that. I like the alternate reality of it, going to parallel Earths and stuff like that. Obviously, don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
But I always like those kind of what if stories of like, okay, if this little bit changed, what would the world be like? I love stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this season 2 being basically a lot of that was fun. Some people didn't like the ending. I'm like, well, we don't know what it goes to next.
Right.
Because this is a super connected universe for the first time for DC.
And I guess that kind of brings up what I kind of wanted to get into, because I felt like the season 2 ending of Peacemaker, the actual ending of Peacemaker itself, was a little bit rushed in that there were some plot threads I felt like were a little bit unresolved. Others, they felt like they were like, okay, let's hurry up and end this so we can do this other thing, which was purely for setting up stuff for later down in the DCU timeline, which is exactly what James Gunn essentially said, because there is going to be no more Peacemaker. Like he says, there is no plans for a season 3 in the cards right now. And where it ended, you're just like, what? Okay.
The first one came out in 2022.
Yeah.
Probably made in 2000. So during the been 3 years since the first season. Them not having anything in the cards for the next season is perfectly fine.
But then in the wording, we've all watched it, so I won't say what happened. But based off of what we saw in the end and off air, he had alluded to that could be the title. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
So
you absolutely. You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
What was your thoughts on it?
Being the fact that it's going to be, as you said, super connected, it may be the end for that show, and things that you perceive as plot threads are being held in other because somebody was talking about there's supposed to be a Clayface movie.
Yeah, there's a Clayface movie.
And something could happen at the end of Clayface where he ends up in the same spot as a certain character also ends up. That might put it, because, again, for you guys out there, I read comic books the less out of everybody here. I get most of my knowledge from them as well as other people. But they say there's a comic book that's based off that area where that person is. They may not do the certain storylines that are in the comic books, but it was basically like Battle Royal in a way.
Okay.
So we
cool.
don't really know what they may be heading for, and those plot threads might definitely still be a part of all the stuff that's coming.
Let's answer this real quick from Tobinata and then pivot. Would you guys want to see a Mr. Terrific movie? I would, absolutely.
Yes.
But who's doing it?
Ryan Coogler.
Does it matter?
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Because if he's doing it, then
James Gunn is doing it?
Then it's not going to be a Mr. Terrific movie. It's going to be 8 people. You know what I mean? It's going to be a ensemble cast, just like the majority of his movies. So yes, it would, like, if I want to see Mr. Terrific, that's who I want to see. I don't want to see 4 other characters taking that shine away. Just how people wanted to see a Superman movie, but then they got the Justice Gang. So It depends.
Here's what's going to make that difficult, at least according to what he said. He's not doing origin movies.
Oh, well.
So Mr. Terrific is a character that would need an origin story for a lot of people. Now, granted, he was in the Superman movie, but he was in a capacity of part of an established team.
Right.
We just know he's extremely smart, has martial arts skills, and he has the T-sphere. As far as telling his story, they're not going to do it. So if he gets his own solo movie, this is going to be continuing what's going on, maybe a little bit of flashback, but he's saying no origin stories. That's going to be very difficult for some characters, though.
Well, what if, like how he's doing with, well, obviously none of us have seen Lanterns, but what if that's a route he goes as far as using HBO and using, maybe one season to, introduce Lanterns, introduce more of Mr. Terrific, introduce Bronze Tiger, whomever.
Oh, yeah. Again, there could be a number of different ways he can do it. And I guarantee you, if the money starts drying up and people are like, I don't know any of these characters, and they stop going to see this stuff, origin movies will be coming back.
For sure.
It's just that's what he said so far.
Okay.
It's got to take it for what he said so far. We don't know where it's going to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Iguana Man says, James also said it's unrealistic for other heroes to not show up in superhero movies, which...
Now, is that a shot at his former employer?
No, I think it's more or less a response to those that are always talking about, why can't we just have standalone superhero movies where it's like, it's just they're the only hero in the story.
Right, but his former employer has those movies, and people have said, well, how come, Daredevil, how come The Punisher? We had that conversation.
Yeah.
Like, New York, granted, New York is big, but it's not that big for somebody who can't fly across the water in 6 seconds. I think he might have been taking a shot.
Okay. All right.
But what about he says you got the two camps, and from what I'm hearing correctly is you got people who don't mind the crossovers.
You said 2 camps?
2 camps.
Okay, well, you had 5 fingers out. I need you to...
One hand.
Okay.
I was like, 2 camps.
I just wanted to... I was confused.
Camp number 1.
I just needed clarity. My apologies.
Okay.
People who want superhero movies. We've had those for years. Up until Marvel started doing this stuff where it was just the Fantastic Four or just Blade it was just that contained world. Marvel made it a bigger world. I won't say they didn't do it because DC could have done that even better back then, and they didn't.
Yeah.
But Marvel, other camp. They did that, and they made that world like that where, not everybody was here there because Daredevil, I mean, this man, he's gonna ride the subway over. He's gonna be like, click, 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 click. I'm gonna get over there and help these guys out.
Oh, that's insensitive.
It is very much. I'm sorry for all those people who didn't see me do that.
Shout out to Royal T'Challa. It's like, big props to you for that deep cut. Richard Dragon series would be solid. But essentially, I don't know.
That boy said, "What's the matter? You didn't see that, did you?"
But no, I mean, it's just everybody in the city. They probably handling their own stuff because, like, if he's in not Red Hook, what they call it, Hell's Kitchen, and if things were going on over there, he's over here. He's not running down downtown Manhattan like, I got to get down there, like, So that to me never bothered me. That not seeing everybody who's supposed to be in that certain area. So I don't know. My camp is I'm glad that DC's finally doing it.
Yeah.
And I hope they continue to do it. I don't mind, things, but talking about, I don't know if we got to the homework part, it does kind of hurt.
I was trying to get there. Yeah.
No,
go ahead.
That does kind of hurt because, like you said earlier, you watch Superman, and if you want to know what's going on, maybe, not necessarily because they kind of intertwine. This is for kids. Well, I won't say for kids, but kids can watch. And this one, kids shouldn't be watching. So it's kind of it can hurt in that way if you do it too much.
So leading into that discussion about the homework, we had talked about this on Sunday during show prep, and we were saying the problem that I had with the Peacemaker 2 season finale is that James Gunn used that back half specifically to set up narratives for the future of the DCU, which implies that people that may be watching later shows or later movies might be a little bit lost by things that they see prior because they didn't watch Peacemaker. And for certain kids, they're going to be like, well, I can't watch Peacemaker because it's TVMA and all this other kind of stuff. So really, is it a problem if a lot of these directors like Kevin Feige and James Gunn that are overseeing these cinematic universes that are essentially putting little pieces of homework in order for people to get the full enjoyment out of their properties? Is it a problem?
Not for me.
I mean, we know it's not a problem for us because we're the diehards.
I mean, you can.
I'm talking from the perspective from a general audience standpoint, because I know I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that did not watch WandaVision. So when they saw Multiverse of Madness, they were completely lost. What? Like, wait a minute, when did Wanda turn evil? What was that?
Or even Spider-Man when he's sitting there with Matt Murdock, and I'm like, who the heck is that
guy? Who
the
fuck is
they
Matt
didn't
Murdock?
watch
And everybody's like cheering.
Daredevil at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, for certain people, it's gonna be a problem. That's their problem.
So,
Okay,
problem. No, go ahead.
I think it is a great thing to do because that was something people who have been paying attention, whether it be cartoon or comic, that was something that we longed for, is to have those type of cameos.
Mm-hmm.
So, to sprinkle with Easter eggs, like that is the embodiment of an Easter egg.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes to any movie from, if you go back and you watch Terminator, the Terminator 2, if you go any movie that has 2 or 3 properties attached to it, they all tie in somehow. That was something I had posted in the chat with how, who was that? That apparently Jason was supposed to be,
Evil Dead.
He's a part of Evil Dead.
His mom was supposed to have used the Necronomicon to bring him back to life.
Yep. Yeah, so it's
okay.
all over cinema.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing new.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I look at it as to your point, it's for the people that are paying attention. It's like it's Easter eggs and it's fun for them. Like I watched a trailer for the Dewberry or whatever TV show
the
they're
prequel.
doing. They got a Shawshank Redemption, Shawshank prison bus in the trailer. So it's like anybody that knows Stephen King is like, okay, obviously Shawshank is one of his best movies in my opinion that's ever been connected to one of his works, and it's just like, okay, there's a little crossover there for people that know. Same thing with like any of the Marvel movies or any that sort of thing. It's just like if you know these properties, I'll take it even further. Like with Star Wars, if you look at Mandalorian season 2 ending, Luke shows up. They layered that for the people that know. The X-wing shows up. Who flies an X-wing but Luke? As far as we're at that timeline, you see a little ship come in. You see R2 in the back. Okay, for those that are really paying attention. Who flies an X-wing with R2-D2 in the back? Okay, cool. They're keeping his lightsaber in black and white so you can't see what color it is. As soon as you see that green saber, for those that know, damn, Luke's showing up. This is awesome. So it's like, I have zero problems with them throwing details in there for the people that have been rocking with this stuff since day one. You have to do that. You have to have that. And basically, I'm just going to call it fan service. If you don't have fan service in your films, in your properties, why are you even bothering? You're not rewarding the people that have been there since day one supporting this stuff without that stuff. Like, look at Infinity War. People are still studying Infinity War now. That movie is 7 years old, and they're still finding stuff, little tidbits, Easter eggs, little tucked-in things that are just like, hey, it ties into this comic, this panel, this page, all them years back when I read that. That's what this is inspired by. And it's like, that's fine. Pack that stuff full of stuff so you can keep going back and discovering new stuff.
This is, to me, the next level of like what we saw with the first 3 phases of Marvel. When people were actually, excuse me, with the end of phase 1 with the Avengers, when people were, coming into the Avengers, maybe they hadn't seen all of, like, maybe they skipped Captain America because they were like, I'm not really interested in a Captain America movie, or they skipped Thor, and then they see Thor in the Avengers, and then they're like, oh wow, this character is cool. I need to go back and watch this movie. Right. And I think I saw some people in the comments say exactly that. Like, it may make them go back and watch something that they missed and gain a greater appreciation for what they missed. Like you talked about with when Matt showed up defending Peter. And in No Way Home. And the crowd went completely bonkers when they saw Matt Murdock. They were like, "Oh shit!" And there was a lot of people, and they were like, "Wait a minute, who's this guy? I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. He's a blind lawyer." And then they see him catch the brick. He was like, "Oh, like who is this?"
Wait, hold on.
Yes, you can. You're after 9:30. You got
two,
the time.
though. That was two, though.
You guys time out.
That was two.
No,
He just hit it twice. That's two.
No, go ahead.
But that's not just a MCU reference thing, because a blind lawyer in a comic book movie can only be one person. Even if you didn't watch the show, if you didn't know anything about Matt Murdock, you didn't read the comic books, you didn't watch. I believe he showed up even in the 90s cartoon at least once.
Showed up in the cartoon. He was also, I believe, in the Trial of the Hulk.
Yeah, so
TV
he was.
movie,
yeah.
TV
So
movie.
I mean, Matt Murdock is a character that's been around since the 60s, if I remember correctly. Whatever. So just him being there, period. But him being the actor that was in Daredevil made it even more so, because we were there. We were like every episode, every time. Actually, Netflix dropped it all at once. If I remember.
They did. Yes, they
did. But
yeah, they did.
Either way, like you said, you've experienced that show, so that little callback, having him show up, and we all knew it from the second that Kane went down. We didn't get to see him. It's like Daredevil's in.
Yeah.
Sweet. Just like, so those are those good moments. Harrison brought up a good point. Ready Player One did it a lot. And the average movie goer wouldn't catch all the stuff. And that's fine.
And that was a movie that you had to do a freeze frame and see exactly who was all up in there, and you would miss it. It was literally like one of the movies you blink and you miss it type deals. Yeah, blink and you miss it type deals. Yeah, 100%. So, what do we think is going to happen with the DCU moving forward now after the end of Peacemaker season 2? Like, we saw what happened at the end. We see that, Flag is kind of where Flag ended at the end of the season. Yeah, essentially where he ended at the end of the season. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, well, this isn't the same Flag that we saw in Creature Commandos." I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what?
Okay.
Go ahead, Sean, Mega Sean.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
1,000.
And
seen it time and time again.
that is where we are with him. There's no Waller, so now he seems to be in that space of doing what needs to be done for the greater good. And whenever anything has to be done for the greater good.
And also who he's working with and being influenced by.
Man,
bingo.
That there.
Dude does not do anything without that. I need my cut. I need my whatever I'm going to get out of it. Or you think you're doing things, and I got you 15 moves ahead.
As I saw the season progress, I think it was like when we first saw the person in question. And every episode with Flag after that is seeing the increasing influence that was happening. I was like, oh, he got this man. He got this man in his back pocket.
Yeah.
He owned him lock, stock, and barrel.
What if? This is a huge what if.
Yeah.
That's how we get whoever is in the Man of Tomorrow. Is via.
Yeah. Could be.
Yeah.
A doorway, so to speak.
Could be. Yeah.
As far as, tying it in. But now, I will say, the obvious scene aside, there has to be, they were doing the most.
With?
When it's the guard behind the guy who had just got out of jail, and he's like, you might want to turn around.
Oh, yeah. The post-credits ones, I was like,
what?
Yeah. My man, Halverson was getting kind of wild.
But to me, post-credits are just like, look, it's a goofy take that
Oh,
we're
for
not
sure.
gonna use.
But I said, wow.
Yeah, again.
But even
but the tone of the show and the rating of the show
for sure.
is like, hey, we just go in there. We don't care. It's like
and it's HBO.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what cable is for.
Does anybody feel a certain way about the brother kind of not getting fully resolved? Like, I was fully expecting.
Why?
Just because of the way things ended.
He's got to heal.
That has to happen first. But
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
He's got to heal.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm sure
Let
he's-
that fester.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let you go and get, you find Flag finds him.
Mm-hmm.
They build him into something, whatever James Gunn decides that he's into.
Yeah.
Then obviously Peacemaker finds some freedom, and then there we have it in whatever the title of that project would be.
Suddenly change his name to something. Oh yeah, it's Metallo.
There you go.
Dude, do not do that.
Yeah.
Just like let Metallo be real Metallo.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
did that on in Smallville.
Well,
They had a guy come in as Metallo. I'm like,
Kryptonite in his chest.
Yeah.
hey,
Smallville did a lot of the Superman stuff without him being in the costume.
Well, shit, that was the whole thing I hated about Gotham. Gotham did that in spades. I couldn't stand that damn show.
Gotham's thing was like, okay, yes, you have some Batman villains that are clearly older than him, Mr. Freeze, Penguin, stuff like that. That's cool. But you start bringing in people that are like, okay, they came to Gotham because of Batman. It's like,
One bet. I'd have Bat. It is. Not Gotham.
Titans.
I
enjoyed Titans.
Penguin.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, the Penguin.
Yeah, that was real good.
Penguin with Colin Farrell was
show.
amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Great show.
Which
Sure.
they are getting a season 2, which is cool. That is
Mike
very
cutting
cool.
out. Who's Mike?
I
Mics?
think yours. I think yours.
Because this thing is moving. It has
Yeah.
his mind of its own. It keeps going this way, this way, this way, this way. I said, stop moving. He says, nah, fuck you.
Okay.
Instead of up and down,
Is
just
that up and down? You might need to.
twist it towards you.
Yeah.
I did.
No. I'm saying,
Up,
I'm saying
up,
literally
up.
physically twist.
I did. Like that.
Yeah,
And it
like
just
that. And then just droops down. Yeah. Okay.
it moved
gotta
on its own. Maybe
gotta
because I
make
ate
sure
that
it's getting-
garlic. It's like, dude, bro.
Yeah, breath.
Just make sure you lock it in
Pop a
place.
breath mint.
Gotham wasn't completely stupid. I actually liked Fish Mooney, played by Jada Pinkett, before she went completely crazy.
The Penguin in that show was good.
Yeah, he was all right. He did okay.
No.
Yeah, I like the fact that they brought his parents back from Batman Returns. I thought that was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
But yeah, Gotham has its moments, but yeah, it was overall it was not a great show.
No. Season 1 and 2 were great. Everything else after that was just.
But isn't that their staple? Season 1 and 2, home run, and then for whatever reason it just starts to sputter.
It was like that one X-Men show, The Gifted. That was on there.
No, I never.
You never saw The Gifted?
Not at all.
The Gifted was actually pretty damn good for like one. It only got 2 seasons. One season, season 1 was great. Season 2 was like, okay, what's going on here?
Who was in it? Like, I mean, like what
remember.
X-Men?
Oh, most of the actual X-Men were dead. So they had Polaris, they had Blink.
They got all the people that people do not pay attention to.
Yeah, no, that is true. That part is true.
And that's what happened.
And again, I didn't watch it, so I'm not going to judge it.
Gifted was
but
good though.
It may have been. Gotham didn't just stay good in the first 2 seasons, because once Jerome came in,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
said Jerome
was great.
That's the guy from Shameless, right?
Yes.
yeah,
The Joker.
Yeah, he played his Joker,
He
yeah.
also plays in Star Wars Jedi Outcast.
Yeah, Cal Kestis.
Yeah.
That's it, Calcat.
Yeah, like he did.
played
He
it.
did great. Like if they really want to go hard with the Joker in the DCU,
Need to get that man.
need to have him come back and let him do Joker. Stop getting all these other people. Stop getting these crazy method people like Leto. I'm sorry, like
Yes.
the last person that did it great, in my opinion, was Ledger. Like Joaquin Phoenix, I don't care how people. Oh, he did great. No, he did Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
That's what he did. His Joker could have been amazing. And nope.
You said you saw Folia do, right?
Yeah, it was terrible. But it was terrible on purpose, according to the director. But it's like that movie was. I didn't like either Joker movie.
I would love to be in a position and be like, you know what? I'll make your damn movie, but fuck you. I'm gonna make this shit terrible on purpose. You gonna give me all this money, I'm still gonna get paid. This shit's gonna be bad.
That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to get out. He didn't want to make a sequel.
But they paid him to make a trash movie, that's great. that's lovely. If you may not like his career moving forward, because has he done a thing since?
Isn't that the guy who was in the elevator in Hangover?
Oh yeah. 'Cause
Was
he's
that
a
He's
a
not.
comedy
He's
writer,
not
though.
concerned. He's not concerned about Warner Brothers at all. Because he volunteers and makes himself a wild boy, and all of his post credits. That man is not concerned.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. I hear you. All right. What time? 55. It's getting kind of. Sun's getting kind of low. Sorry. Can't resist that joke.
The moon is up. And it's up and the sun is
Can't
getting
resist
low.
that Black Widow joke. I'm sorry. I can't resist. So we got like 5 minutes left. Anything else we want to wrap about before we get out of here? Anything that kind of came up in the chat that we didn't really talk about?
Huh. All right, so Wolverine Solid X is saying if James Gunn is smart, he should get the Terrifier play the Joker because his Joker video on YouTube is amazing.
Talking about the actor that plays the Terrifier?
More than likely, I think that's what he.
That Terrifier is getting to a point.
It's
to
the new
where-
franchise.
How many movies has it got now? 3?
Well, technically 3, but there's been more before because one day I was sitting around the Dido cave as I typically do.
Dice
You
okay?
can call it whatever you want. And I was on the Tubi, and I saw, because around this time of season, I like to watch movies that are horror movies or what you call it. I like to do that. So I was flipping through, and I saw something, I forget what it was called, but it didn't no mention of the Terrifier at all. And it was a bunch of shorts, and the Terrifier was in there. And that was one of the first, it was before the movies came out. And I was like, whoa, is this like one of the origins? And then I started, digging deeper, and it was actually something before that. So Art the Clown, that's what they call him, not Terrifier. That's the first Terrifier movie, I think, was like his 3rd outing.
Gotcha.
I think.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Tobin Naba actually brought up this earlier in the show. We didn't touch on it. He says, "Oh, that's another franchise we don't need more movies of. Terminator."
Terminator, here's the thing. Terminator is very, very tied to Arnold's. We all know this. It's very hard to do a good Terminator movie without Arnold being in it or involved in some way. That being said, Terminator Genesis or whatever had the stupidest trailer ever. And then the story they told was just goofy and just all over the place and was just not good. So I could see Terminator taking a very long break and then maybe James Cameron consulting on, hey, here's how you approach Terminator. This is what I'd like to see if you'd like to come back and bring this in. Maybe without Arnold. Maybe that's the only way it could work.
How old is James Cameron now?
Probably in his late 60s, if not early 70s.
He's rich. He's living well. He'll be all right.
Yeah. This is what I was going to say.
Go ahead.
Real quick. They could do the cash grab, and I don't know if you know what I'm about to say. RoboCop versus Terminator. That'd be a great cash grab.
That would
because
be
we got
interesting.
video games of that back in the day, and
Yeah, we did.
They can do it if you get the right minds behind it. Now, here's the big question: Silver RoboCop or Black RoboCop? Which one?
I think it's got to be classic.
You gotta be classic
It would
RoboCop.
have to be classic.
I did like that Black RoboCop,
Yeah.
that particular movie.
Mhm.
I liked it,
Who was
too.
also Rick Flag Jr.
Yes.
playing RoboCop.
Oh, yeah, that was him.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now that movie was cool. I enjoyed it.
People hated it because it was PG-13, but I didn't mind it.
I think people hated it because it didn't have the same feel and camp of the original. And they,
Oh yeah,
Satire.
yeah, the satire.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
satire. As
I know
well.
they tried with Sam L with the propaganda thing that he was doing
Sam
in the
L
beginning,
is
but it
Sam
was
L.
like,
he's always gonna be entertaining.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like I had zero problem with his character. I think my man Michael Keaton's character, he felt devious, but not quite like Dick Jones. Dick Jones was just dirty.
yeah. He was
didn't
a
like-
a nasty corporate.
Yeah,
raider.
he was just.
This
evil.
guy was like almost like an incidental. Yeah, well, okay, all right.
kind of laid back. It would be interesting to see, though. We apologize to those on TikTok. That's how TikTok goes. It has a
Yeah, it limits us to 60 minutes. So
But jump on over to YouTube. You're not seeing this now because
Yeah, right, we're talking
but
there.
Jump on over to YouTube
Yeah.
anyway, or consider staying on YouTube. Which
we actually may need to work that in to work. Give them a warning and say, hey, the stream's about to end on TikTok. Hop over to YouTube and get the rest of it.
that would be
Oh, yeah, we'll have to do
But
that.
no, it's RoboCop versus Terminator could work if, I mean, damn it, they did Alien versus Predator twice.
Yep.
They could definitely do RoboCop versus Terminator. I don't know who owns both properties, though. That might be the issue.
Me neither.
So John Connor is in Detroit. Terminator pops up in his sphere, causing mayhem. They send in Murphy
yeah.
to stop said
Lewis,
said man from causing havoc, and then that's when he finds out he's fighting a man from the future. But then, what is it? What was the name of the tech from Terminator?
What, you talking about
Miles
Cyber-
Dyson?
No,
Talking about Cyberdyne?
right. Cyberdyne
Yeah.
then has a better AI, so then it hacks RoboCop, and then now they're both wiping the city out until somebody figures out how to shut it down.
That'd be crazy.
So Harrison says Amazon owns RoboCop.
Wow.
Wow.
I forgot which
Skynet. There we go.
I forgot who originally brought out Terminator.
The OG Terminator.
It was Carlico or something, but I'm sure
Corico.
Corico, but they've been bought by somebody already by now.
Yeah, didn't they get bought by? Oh no, Orion was the distributor.
Yeah, Orion distributed.
Yeah.
So who knows? Terminator's probably owned by one of the major studios.
Yeah.
It could be done. Amazon's big enough to buy the rights if they
Absolutely.
really wanted to.
Absolutely.
Oh, you said Orion had a RoboCop.
Yeah. So what? But Fox, Disney has Terminator.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Disney has Terminator.
Never mind. I guess that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon has money. They don't got that much money.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, but maybe they can enter into a partnership.
They definitely could, but
that'd be pretty cool. Do something
Skydance
like
Media.
Yeah.
That. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Do something like that. In any case, that's the show, everybody. We want to thank you all for hanging out hanging out with us for the last hour.
It's all right. Start
Start
it all back over.
Yeah,
Rewind the hour.
Rewind the hour. Let's start back from the top. Anyway, thanks for joining us for this last hour. We really enjoyed hanging out with you and conversing with you all, whether you were on TikTok, YouTube, or on Twitch. Come back next week, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, for another great episode with my friends, the Great Atakuji, GQ, and
Mega Sean.
Cheryl. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out. It's a little late to cash in that timeout now.
What you gonna say? What you call it? RoboCop back. OG RoboCop. OG Terminator were both.
Oh, okay. Well, there you
They
go.
were both produced, but they were both released.
There you go.
Okay.
That's when Orion.